Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I guess some of you waited until right at the start to comment today. So we've got two comments here so far. Yeah, happy YieldMax Day for sure. Not our best dividend, but not our worst one, certainly. I still call it a massive dividend compared to many of the other funds. And it's still like 50% in the TSLY. What's really interesting today is that I actually couldn't buy in at the low price of $14.40 a share. For whatever reason, I was actually blocked from trading TSLY today. So kind of odd. There's something going on with Tesla, I guess, that we don't know about. But anyway, we're down to 14.33 in the after hours. So I was actually going to use my dividend to buy into more Tesla. But then when that didn't work, I thought, well, I might just buy some more Tesla stock then. And apparently everything Tesla and Tesla related, at least for me today, was blocked. So go figure. Anyway, so what I'll start off by doing, I'll show you all just one account here and actual real dividends so that, we put our money where our mouth is, or our mouth where our money is, or something like that. So this is actually today, came in early, came in at 5:52 a.m. in this one account, $1,500 approximately for Tesla dividend. You can see actually what I did with the last one. I bought Tesla stock at 233. That actually turned out to be a pretty decent move because the stock it was up, but it's been kind of fluctuating. So, we're at 265, so it's made, what's that, 30 plus dollars a share. So not too shabby. But you all can see here, this actually goes back in this one account to where I first bought Tesla, and I actually probably overpaid for it June 27th here. Moved some more and then really overpaid for it July 6th. So I'm a little bit in the hole, but I'm going to start dollar cost averaging down. So I've been using the dividend, which in July there was for this one account 21.69, pretty good. 21.15. It was a lower dividend here, but I had more shares, so it looked like it was a little higher. But anyway, so that is for one there. And let me do this here now. So the other half of the dividend comes in the Roth. So the Roth actually, let's see here, we got like 749 in the Roth today. So between 15 and 750, that's about 2150. So not too shabby. So the plan, at least for me, was to use that and dollar cost average down into Tesla, but having some difficulty doing that. But to all of you that are able to, that aren't restricted in any way from trading, definitely that's probably a safe bet or a good idea. So QQQY, I might actually segue into that because I've been getting a lot of requests for QQQY. Welcome. So we got 30 of you on, but I noticed the comments are starting to slow now that I don't read every comment like I used to. So let's do this here. We'll go back to YieldMax and just review the dividend percentages again. And then I might just go into QQQY since I've gotten so many requests about it. But I definitely have to keep them coming. I have to keep massaging the algorithm because I'm down to like 8 views per hour. So at least the subscribers are starting to rebound a little bit. But I've definitely got to keep churning them out faster. If I wasn't so busy doing this thing called work, I'd actually be probably putting videos out every day. Oh, welcome. I see somebody got a new channel today. I subscribed. I think I'm subscriber number 6, actually. So best of luck to you. We'll promote you as well as we can. So if I were to buy QQQY, I would spend a small portion of each distribution into out of the money puts with huge time on them. And if the QQQY ever crashes, the puts will print. Yeah, interesting for sure. As Varden echoed there. Does NFLY show up in your TDAM with the drip settings? It's not showing up for me to even select or deselect. Honestly, I don't drip at all. with TD Ameritrade. So I don't even know how. I'd probably have to call them if I wanted to set it up. But now I'm wondering, because I'm blocked from trading TSLY, if I were to drip, I'm wondering if that would be, if I'd like get in trouble for that. So I don't know. Anyway, oh, Hog Farmer is good. Oh, we're golden now. Weekly talks. Yeah, I agree. I definitely want to keep him coming on here for sure. And as he builds an audience, we can certainly share an audience too, which we will anyway. So I agree. You all have a lot of good ideas. It just so happens a lot of you have a little bit more time in your hands probably than the coach does. So anyway, with that being said, let's go to our YieldMax site here. And I noticed, not that I'm trying to follow or anything, but I noticed Kumair just ended his live stream. So I'm starting one now. I'm trying not to interfere with any fellow YouTubers. So that's a good thing. So, I try to be fair to everyone. All right, let's share this one now. So we're still at 47.67% for TSLY, 30.03% for OARK, 14.24% for Aptly, and then 50.84% for NVDY. I did such a good job memorizing that, didn't I? It didn't help that it was right in front of me. But anyway, NVDY now is like our number one. It's actually surpassed Tesla. And something I'm surprised that you all are not chomping at the bit to tell me is that Clip is actually now one of our highest yields, because like per share, it's paying out more than TSLY. So on our second tier of funds here, AMZY is 26.02%. It's like a perfect like double marathon number there. FBY 17.54, GUI 16.95, NFLY 29.09. So those are all pretty good, and we're still missing dividends for these. We'll have these probably within the next month or so. And then there's JPMO, the 13th addition to the block here. So with that, let me stop sharing here, and then we'll do a little market review here. We'll use some of you all's favorite site. Since I got you all to tune in, we'll go to Yahoo Finance and a little bit of a market recap here. Let me see how we're doing on comments. Let's see. Oh, we have a dividend prediction for Coney. Coney will be $1.08 a share. Let's find out. Let's consult the advanced financial forecasting equipment. Will Coney's dividend be 108 per share? Oh, I'm shaking it before I finish the question. That may impact the answer. There's a precision to this technique. Let's see. What do we say here? What do we say here? You all would think by now I would have used some of my dividends on a new, on better equipment, even though this is advanced equipment. We could go from advanced to gifted equipment, right? If there's a distinction. I think it's saying yes. I think that's what it's trying to tell me here. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's what it says. It says yes. So yes, it will be, according to the equipment, it will be $1.08 a share. Not the Yahoos. Yeah, what's up? Welcome. Better 8-ball technology, huh? It's the advanced forecasting equipment. How do you think I got this far? What do you think a great price for Tesla is? $14? I don't know. How about like 14 cents? No, I'm just kidding. I'd rather it be like $20. Wouldn't that be great? First time commenting. Wow. Well, there's a first time for everything, right? MS. You're welcome. I'm glad to coach you all. It's an honor to coach such a great team of followers. And yeah, we read that one. So let's see here. Better 8-ball technology. All right, well, with that, let's go to one of your favorite sites here, Yahoo Finance. And let's look over how we did today. Oh, thank you. I see. Wow, I've got people that I haven't seen for several live streams that are popping up all the time now. So great. Let me go back to the comments here. We'll put this one up here. Let's see here. Oh, 46 of you on. Wow. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, wow, you're back in regular attendance now. Yeah, it seems like it had been a while. So, all right. I was surprised tonight. I actually looked because I was on time, which is rare, but I didn't see like 20 of you waiting like usual. But we've got a decent turnout tonight anyway. So, all right. We've got an advertisement for Nuveen Investments at the top of the screen here, which is irrelevant. So let me go back here. Come on, Yahoo Finance. Okay. So what do you all make of this UAW strike? Fourth day. It extends into the fourth day. So Tesla was down 265. It was down $9.11. So a lot of you say the UAW has no impact on that. I had so many of you tell me that, and I mean, I already knew this, but obviously Tesla's not unionized. I knew that, but I just figured that, you know, the auto industry, Tesla's technically a player in the auto industry. We can at least agree on that, right? So Netflix is up almost back to $400, which is great. There's Google, there's Meta, and by the way, that site, I was surprised I was drawing a blank the other day, but it's forexfactory.com, which I haven't actually gone to in a while, but I'm actually going to go now because we actually, if we're going to, you know, cover the market and look over the markets, it's a good idea to kind of know what's coming, what's on the horizon, right? So let's read some more comments here. Oh, he called you Paulito. Well, he calls himself Paulie in the Discord. Udar Pavarota is on. Jamie Dimon. Oh, Jamie Dimon. Him again. He said banks are a bad investment right now, and he runs one. That's funny. That's like the most funniest thing I've heard today. Probably not a good time to buy JPMO. Yeah, if their own CEO says so. Give them their demands. They laugh when they laid off. UPS already laying off overpaid drivers. Really? Last auto deal, they got screwed hard. The executives need to just buckle and pay labor better. I agree. Same exact thing. Just pay them what they want and be done with it. I guess sometimes it's just, I don't know, it's greed or something. The UAW strike could drop the market major, if not corrected soon. Auto workers need to work harder, take less pay. So we've got some dissenting opinions here for sure. All right, so let's look at Forex Factory. For some reason the other day I drew a blank on this. I was going to look at it, but this is actually a Forex website, but it has some pretty good information on what's coming as far as like market indicators and different news events that might impact the market one way or another. So like for the US dollar today, we had NAHB Housing Market Index, long-term purchases TIC, whatever that is. Tomorrow we've got, and if it's in red, it's usually like a major one. Tomorrow we've got building permits, housing starts, nothing too exciting. For US dollar, Wednesday is going to be a big day. We have the Fed funds rate, we have the FOMC projections, the statement from Papa Powell press conference. So we've got a big day Wednesday. That's probably why the markets are a little choppy so far this week. And last week, Thursday, we've got unemployment claims. That's going to be a big one. Fed manufacturing index, current account, existing home sales, leading index month over month, natural gas storage. And then the next day, flash manufacturing PMI, and then flash services PMI, and then Kashkari of the Federal Reserve Board speaks. Is anybody asleep yet? Oh, and I guess New Zealand goes to daylight savings time early. I wish we could get rid of that, by the way. Anyway, a little off topic here. Back to dividends, right? So let's see where we are. What the heck is this? Greetings from the Great White North. Okay, well, thank you for the nice, coherent comment there. Let's see. Hence why they're complaining of the big items. The newer auto workers or younger especially got screwed on the deal. Interesting. Good evening. Welcome. Guesses on rate movement. I'm assuming they're going to raise rates again, maybe like 0.25%. Wow, look, Varden, a lot of people missed you. It's been a while since you've been on. Where in Canada? Well, so there's two Glens. There's Glen Firs and then there's Glen Skirka. I know Glen Firs is Canadian, but he's actually in the United States now. Let's see. Can't be any rate movement. Oh, haven't seen you in a while. Jonah Weingarten. Finally able to catch us live again. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too, even though I don't really see you. I just see your name. Oh, another one that hasn't commented in a while. Andre Brown, aka New World Order. Check out this new fund. Oh, another one. That means we got to look at it. QQQY Defiance NASDAQ 100 Index Enhanced Options Income ETF. So it's enhanced options income. Now we definitely have to look at it. Put my YieldMax dividends into Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. The stocks, very interesting. Great idea. All right, so since you all want this so much, so by popular demand, we will look at QQQY. Oh, Hoffman's on. What if someone accumulates an entire YieldMax ETF float? I don't know. Belleville, Ontario, halfway between Toronto and Montreal, home of the AHL's Belleville Senators. Interesting. My wife wants to make cauliflower crust pizza, so now I have to run to the grocery store and find a new wife. I figured you would say that when I started reading that comment. That's funny. What's with this cauliflower craze anyway? I mean, cauliflower's always been around. It's like a white broccoli. I'd rather just have broccoli. Why can't we just have like broccoli crust or spinach crust? If we're going to be healthy, at least pick something green. These trendy things really kill me, you know? So what you could do, you could run to the grocery store with her, leave her at the grocery store, and then find a different woman at the grocery store. You know, that's one of the ways I find cougars. Just kidding a bit. They're usually at the bars, actually. They sell spreads. Blah, ha, ha. Toronto. I'm liking XOMO. This one could moon its dividends. Really? You think so? Awesome. Cauliflower. That's funny. All right, so let's look at QQQY. All right, let's go back here to Yahoo Finance. Let the coach get a drink real quick. So something interesting, you know, if you are a social drinker like the coach, you only drink socially, but that could happen every day. If you're a sociable person every day, the next thing you know, you could be drinking every day. So you got to cut back sometimes. Anyway, so some of you think that XOMO is going to really do well. What's this here? That would not surprise me, honestly. Would not surprise me at all. And if it's man-made, it could be worse for you. All of you that think it's really healthy, it could be worse for you. All right. So QQQY, I presume, is an ETF. Cauliflower is part of a conspiracy to help push the narrative that vegetables aren't enjoyable. Wouldn't put anything past them. QQQY, yeah, we'll look into it. I'm actually more interested in QQQY over JEPY since they are based off of indexes instead of individual stocks. I got out of JEPY. XOMO is good. Oil is high. It is, that's for sure. JEPY is the QQQY, but for S&P done by Title Trust and J. Juice it. We as humans share DNA with bananas and mushrooms. Great. That's the fact of the day there. See, if you had a super chat attached to that, I'd actually leave it up longer. But anyway, we'll just move on from that comment otherwise. So, all right, since you all want QQQY, we will look into that for a second here. All right, let's see. Yahoo Finance here. Well, I'm glad to see more class participation this evening. You know, that always makes class better, for sure. And it makes my job easier, of course. As long as you all stay well-behaved in the Discord. Okay, let's see what we got here. So this is the Nuveen NASDAQ 100 Dynamic Overwrite Fund. So 22.28, we have a dividend of 7.53%, which I'm surprised you all are excited about that, being, you know, thinking about the dividends that we're accustomed to in YieldMax. I'm surprised that a single-digit dividend would even get your attention at all. So this one looks like it started the year 2098. We peaked at 25.87, and we're down to 22.28. So how's that for cutting edge analysis, CNBC level? It's not a stock, so we're not going to have earnings. There's the company profile. It's in Chicago. You want to buy it now for sure, right? Now that we know where it's located. 1 year target estimate doesn't exist on here. PE ratio seems relatively low. Let's see how far back this goes. Oh, this is the same QQQX that I think I actually had some of this. This was talked about a lot last year. So we've been relatively flat. So this is one of these dividend like cash cows, I would say. The peak, the all-time peak was 30.65 in December 21 when everything peaked. Isn't this funny here? How I'm sweating and I get an AC ad. My AC is running, but I come from the gym. So anyway, we just had the X dividend date in this one. So what else do you all want to know about QQQX? Let me make sure I looked at the right one. QQQY. That's what something told me. See, telepathy. I wasn't even looking at the comments. All right, well, you got a bonus. You got QQQX. So now we'll change the X to the Y. How about that? All right. So let me see if I can find what you all are super excited about this one. So this is the Defiance NASDAQ 100 Enhanced OP. So this one is 1992, so a little bit cheaper. It's up in the after hours, but as we know with most covered call ETFs, you can't really go by the after hours because all kinds of things happen in the after hours. We were up a whopping 7 cents today, and we're up 64 cents in the after hours, but I don't make much of the after hours. I'm not a player in the after hours market. I am a player otherwise, but not in the after hours market. So NAV, it's trading under NAV, so that could be a good sign to some of you. Inception date, it just literally just went public. No wonder so many of you are asking about it. It just went public. So, and it's already, oh, look at that. It's already down well, not much. So what do you all want to know about this one? NASDAQ 100 Enhanced Options Income. Who issued this one? Is this one a Rex shares or what? This one could be good. I mean, we don't know what the dividend's going to be, but if it functions like YieldMax, this might be a good one. So let's see here. All right. Okay. Behind on comments a bit. I left her at TUE Market. I've got 99 problems and a bitch is like 46 of them. So in review, that's 53 non-bitch related problems. All right, that's a good way to look at it for sure. Juice dividends. All right. We're all just carbon. We're all made of stars. We're lost souls swimming in a fishbowl. How about that? Who sings that? QQQY. Yeah, we got on track now. Defiant seems like they're YieldMax wannabes. Possibly. Hey, somebody posted a Rex Shares contact in the Discord. So for one of you, for whoever wants the assignment, your homework assignment is to reach out to the person and get them on because I don't have time for that. So just like I had someone who I actually haven't seen in a while, but the person that got Jay on, I need somebody to do that for me for the Rex Shares person because I don't have time for it, honestly. I'm too important to have time for it. Just kidding a bit, but that's somebody's homework assignment for whoever wants it. So yeah, Rex Shares. Okay, so we got this one figured out. Mikey T set me straight here. So that's good. QQQY and JPI will have 40 to 60% yield. Well, that's great news. With that high of a yield, I have to wear a green shirt instead of a red shirt. Only got 6,300 today with TSLA and OARK. Disappointed. Oh, man, you have it so rough. Only $6,300. You have it so rough. Yeah, right. Oh, who's this? Bathroom guy, 614. I'll put your comment up here. QQQY. Wow, a lot of you want QQQY. Well, you got the dividend estimate from Hoffman there, 40 to 60%. That would be phenomenal. So yeah, but he's disappointed. Yeah, that'd be so tough to live off of. Let's see here. This is moving a little slow here. Yeah, so tough to live off of. All right, so we looked at that. Let me go back to the full screen. I do detect a little bit of sarcasm, just a ever so tiny amount of sarcasm. Well, yeah, to him, with millions. I mean, those are hard times for sure. Oh, we got a lot of comments. JEPY. Okay, we'll look at that one. Nice. Not JEPI, JEPY. Oh, good. Thank you for specifying the Y. I got it now. Hey, we might hit 100 of you. It's been a little while since seems like we've had 100 of you on. Oh wow, time flies when we're having fun. It's 25 minutes in, and what have we even been talking about? I've just been rambling on here. Defiance ETFs a play on YieldMax. They're the defiant way to manage your investments, right? Daily options on NASDAQ. That sounds really good. That could be an alternative to like TQQQ. So what's the zero DTE, by the way? Play with calls and puts, cash settled daily. I posted the video about QQQY from CNBC in your Discord if you look. I'll look at it and I'll come back with a more polished professional video. I've already got the professional thumbnail, so that's half the battle, right? I need some RecShares thumbnails, by the way. And I need somebody to get a RecShares contact on here. So those are everybody's homework assignments. Market is pensive until the rate hike or lack thereof announcement. Stop enticing. Okay, how does JPQ getting the dividend that high? he's teasing you a bit, I think. NASDAQ more volatile than the S&P equals higher yield? Possibly. Let's see here. Goals are to get 0.25% a day, which is about a 65% yield. They will be run by a J from YieldMax, but using puts. I'm too important. Well, of course I am. I mean, can't you tell by the way I dress and stuff? I mean, come on. This is like old news. Seasonality cycle suggests a lot of red for the latter part of September. A lot of red, huh? Then choppy until the end of November before a rally to end the year. And then, of course, we'll rally in 2024, I'm sure. And inflation will be like a foreign word in 2024. There will be like no such thing, I'm sure. On paper, anyway. 0 days till expiration. Oh, I should know that. I was just making sure. I wanted you all to answer. That's why I was testing you all. I'm glad you all proved that you knew that. That's how I teach more effectively. I make sure you all know your stuff. So that's what I was doing. If you want to diversify, just buy YieldMax and RecShares. Huge dividends and diversification using these single stock ETFs, if you say so. What's JEPY? JEPQ, right? Just kidding. If they announce no rate hike, wow, this is like old times with all these comments here. If they announce no rate hike, which I'm not expecting, then they may suggest a future rate hike with which the market may try to price in shortly thereafter. This would have confluence with the seasonality September dip. Yeah, possibly. We definitely don't want that. All right, I'm going to look at JEPY on my phone here. Oh, this is the title trust. You all were telling me about this, actually. So this one hasn't officially gone public yet, so it's 0. So I don't know what you all want me to look into on that one. It's not public yet. So let's see. If RecShares has a different pay date than YieldMax, that would be nice. That would. We'd have like 2 paydays a month. S&P, CSP, ODTE, C Senor. Anybody using SPYI, it looks like a good steady eddy, but of course not as high as YieldMax, but as part of its capital. You always do that. You spell capital like the Capitol building. Everybody should have 4 steady eddies. Yeah, definitely the more side hustles, the better, right? So let me look at SPYI real quick here. The NEO's S&P 500 high income ETF, 49.16. We're down a little bit from our July highs, 8.3% dividend yield. Well, that's good. JPY goes public tomorrow. So guess what? That means we will be in store for a video tomorrow. So that's all the fun we can have this evening. With that being said, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all for tuning in. Take care, and I will see you all on the flip side.